everyone, it's NonnaGrace. It is a little crooked, but that's, you saw it and then I started, I'm sorry. Hi everyone, it's NonnaGrace, and I'm from Western New York. Today I was watching a lot of videos, and I was watching different ones that were talking about being ill and having that dreaded virus that's out there. Well, I thought as I'm watching them, maybe I should tell you what I noticed when I had it, even though I don't really know I had it other than I lost my sense of smell and taste. And that's the only reason I think I had it, because I didn't go get tested. What I had was a little bit of achiness in the shoulders, but after 2 days of Jim rubbing the shoulders, they felt better. I never had the headache. I never had a fever. I never had a cough. I did have heart palpitations much later, though, after it was all done, supposedly all done. And as far as the sense of smell and the taste, I don't know when that happened. It was all of a sudden I started to notice I couldn't smell. I was cooking bacon the one day, and it was like a good 10 days later that I noticed that I didn't smell. Some people say that the lack of smell will last a few weeks, a few months, but can last all the way up to a year. I still can't smell anything. I put perfume on my hand, and Jim will come in and he'll go, and I go, yeah, I know. I put a little perfume on to see if I can smell it. I can't smell it. And as far as tasting goes, I think I'm imagining a lot of the taste that I'm tasting, except I can taste salt, I can taste sweet, and I can taste spicy. I can taste those things, definitely. But as far as other things, like yesterday I tasted the spinach, but in my mind, it was good, it was bland. I can feel texture. And I said to Jim today, I'm so glad that things are not repulsive to me, as far as, because if you lose your sense of smell, you could have that, the opposite of everything going down, it wants to come back up. And I don't have that, thank goodness. I wanted to show a picture of what Emily came by yesterday, and then she came by today. Now, she really should have done what she did her wash today. Let me open up I've got my iPad here. I'm going to open it up so I can show you a picture that she did. She came by because she was going to paint. And this is the picture that she painted. Oops, let me get, so it doesn't get the glare. There you go. It's a raccoon?
Raccoon, yeah.
It's beautiful. She does very good. She's very good at painting. Well, today she calls me and she's whining on the phone. I says, Emily, I can't understand you when you cry, when you whine. What it was is she wanted to come and do her wash. Well, we got a big snowstorm, so let me show you the snow. They've been telling us we're going to have a bad storm. Well, the storm hit us. As you can see, the snow on the nesting boxes and the snow on the roof of the chicken house. The chickens don't want to come out today. I fed them, but I left the door shut because there's no reason to open it. I'll have to go out later and shut it if I open it now. They have a lot of light and they've got dirt and space in there. So they're happy, I hope. I'm not a chicken, but I'm hoping that they're happy. We got this coat of white all over the place. And I was just watching some videos, and if you've got no place to go, just stay home and look at the snow. Emily called, and she wants to get out of the driveway. She has to do her wash. She hasn't done it yet. I called Jim to see what he could do. He said he plowed her out this morning, but more must have fallen. Anyways, I said to him, well, why don't you pick her up, bring her here, let her do her wash, and then you could bring her back home. And he said he didn't mind. He could do that. The roads are covered. They're white. The snowplows haven't even been going by. So it's not a very pretty day out. So if you can stay home and enjoy the whiteness that's outside your window and stay warm. The joys of cleaning up again. I went out and I dug a little path for myself to get the eggs. We got 10 eggs today.
10 eggs?
Yeah.
Wow.
I shut the door on the chickens, as you may notice. I had it open for a little while, but nobody came out. They were just looking.
Yeah, it's too cold and too snowy.
Yep.
Can you believe I shoveled this all this morning?
I know. I saw that you did. Jake was happy. He got to go potty, and he didn't have to go through. How many inches is that? It's a good lot of inches. I don't know how many inches it is.
Yeah, there was probably a good 16 inches this morning, and then there's more now.
Yeah.
Some of it's probably blown in, but still.
I don't know, but look at on the roof. That's high. That's a
Yep.
good amount, and that's not drifted on.
That's not drifted much.
No. That's the same as it was.
Yep.
Well, today is a snow day. That's what they're getting. Lots of snow stuff. I did snow earlier, and I guess there's snow now. It's not real heavy snow, which is good, because it could be really heavy. It's not the snowball or snowman making snow. It's too fluffy.
Yeah, it's kind of dry.
Too dry. Yep, it's cold, that's why. Well, my chickens have gone to bed. They didn't get up very early today either.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. In fact, I went in there to feed them, and they were all still up on their roosts, and they watched me put the food in there, and then after a little while, I saw them jumping down. Well, I'm going to close the door before I freeze the house up. Thank you for doing all that shoveling.
Yep, you're welcome.
Emily's gone home.
She did?
Yeah, she went home. I told you better go home before it gets too dark.
Yeah. Before it gets too
Unless you
dark,
want to
too
spend the
windy.
night, and she says, nuh-uh. She didn't want to. She's got to take care of her pets.
Yep.
She couldn't get her car out of the driveway.
I still don't know why,
I don't know
because
why
there was
either.
nothing around it. but-
Jim plowed her driveway this morning, so she should have been able to get out. But whatever she was doing, she didn't get out. So he went there again at lunchtime, and once again plowed it so she could get out. And he had her move the car, and it moved. It's like the computers, they know you're there, so figured it better move.
Could be.
She came here and she had tons of snow on the top of her car, and I said, you know, you're really supposed to clear the top of the cars off. She goes, I can't, I'm short. I says, you've got a short car. You should be able to do it. So Jim cleaned off the top of her car, and the reason you should clean the top of your car off is when you're driving down the road, all that snow could blow onto the car that's behind you and blind them for a few minutes, and it could cause an accident. So you need to really clean the tops of your cars off, not just the hood of your car, not the windows of your car.
The other thing I've noticed with especially with this big snowstorm we had, a lot of people with their snowblowers don't know that they're not supposed to be blowing their snow into the road.
It's like leaves.
There were so many people blowing snow into the road this morning. I couldn't believe it.
You used to give a ticket. The sheriffs used to give tickets to people that did that, or warnings. It's just like the people that mow their grass and they mow it right into the road instead of mowing it back into their grass. It's like they've lost their sense of responsibility. They're all just doing whatever they feel like doing and they get away with it. That's the sad part.
It's kind of an oxymoron with the responsibility with some of the other stuff going on these days.
Yeah.
I won't go
Do
into
you
it.
want to turn off the heater? It's pretty warm in here. I know like a lot of you are wishing it was warmer where you're at. Some of you said it was 60 degrees. 60 degrees, I would be outside in my short sleeves. I went out there to open up I did open up the doors then finally for the chickens, and I closed it. They just wanted to look out. They didn't come out. I ended up getting 10 eggs, which is a lot of eggs. They had nothing better to do, so you might as well lay eggs.
I guess.
I guess. Well, I hope you all had a great night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye. Stay warm.